Hello guys, how are y'all doing? Welcome back. This is Rudy. Today we'll be talking about menstrual hygiene in a woman and how a man should treat a woman during menstruation. So how's everyone doing? Happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. So today we want to look at menstruation, which is causing a lot of problems sometimes in some people's relationships. So it came to my attention that somebody had issues because of menstruation with her guy or her man, and so I decided to talk about it. I'd also been in a situation where, menstruation, let me tell you, menstruation is a monthly flow in a woman. For everybody watching me, I think you already understand what menstruation is if you're a woman, and if you're a man having a spouse, you already know that there's every month a woman has the blood that flows. So that's what we're talking about today. Before that blood comes, when a woman is about 12 years old, you start having that blood. So it's something that we grow up with. Some late babies, even at 8 years old, start having menstrual flow. So it's okay for us to train our children as from 8 years or 9 years old. You talk to them about menstruation so that when it comes, it doesn't come as a stigma or an embarrassment to them. It is okay for you as a mother or a parent to tell your child about menstruation. So I will give you tips today for your own cleanliness, for your own hygiene, and I'll talk to you men to know how you are approaching or treating your women during menstruation. I'll first tell you that a woman needs special treatment during menstruation. You may be asking me, why should I treat her special? Yes, she has to be specially treated at that time because she is not controlling her own emotions at that time. Her hormones are off and her estrogen levels are low, so she is not all right in her. Sometimes you see that a woman becomes so moody. Some women are so, they flare up, they become mad at every little thing, and you guys will quarrel, and because you, a man, is ignorant of the fact that it is because of her hormones that she acts like that, it will cause a lot of trouble. But if you as a man has to understand your woman and keep track of her flow, keeping track of her flow is knowing that, okay, she's menstruating today the 10th. I will know that this maybe her menstrual flow is maybe a 24, 25 or 28 day period. I know that when it starts getting to that time again, she will be acting this way. So if she behaves funny, let me not go and quarrel with her. Let me just understand that her hormones are off and she will behave that way. Those are things that you have to understand and learn. You also have to tolerate her. Maybe you have women who can remove their pads and maybe just leave in the bathroom, and then you come inside there, which is the case of the person I'm talking about. She forgot her pad with the blood on it in her bathroom, and her spouse came in and it was just a whole issue. Why should you make an issue out of a mistake? You yourself as a man could sometimes remove your pants and just throw on the floor. Your woman will come and pick it without quarreling. So if you see such things happening in your family or in your home, take that and just put in the trash. You may call her attention that, baby, you forgot this there and I took it and put in the trash already. Thank you is enough. That's just kindness, and that's why you are there to support her. So you also need to be, as a man, you need to help your spouse during that period. When a woman is menstruating, see, it comes with bloating, it comes with back pain, breast tenderness. See, you have a lot of issues that just throw your whole system off. You are not all right. So you need help at that moment. Sometimes you will have a spouse who is not even able to cook food for you on time. Do not get mad. If you know how to cook, kindly help her. Instead, you have to help her relax if she can, so that she can feel more better. So you have to be there to cater for your spouse during this little period. It's just maybe 5 days. Some people it's just 3 days. It's not going to take the whole time. It's just for you to understand that time and know what you are doing to your spouse. Be kind to them. Understand women during menstruation. They are not themselves, and if they act weird, it is not because of them. It's just because their hormones are not in place. So I will talk to you women. I'll give you some tips on this menstrual hygiene, because sometimes that with those bloods that come out of us, some people, when we don't take care of ourselves, you will have those scents that will emanate. We don't want to smell bad. We want to always smell good. We want to feel clean and have confidence in ourselves. So I'll first tell you that I'll show you the pad that you will use that will smell good. This is a scented pad. It's from Always Radiant Light Clean Scent, something like this. If you go to the store, you want a scented pad, get something like this. It will keep your senses good. That way, even if your menses is out, you won't have that smell. No smell will come out from there. The next thing you want to use, if you're, let's say you're using you want to wear your pants, you want to smell nice. To those who like extra, you have some things like this, like some essential oils. This is orange. You want to smell like orange down there, you put it on your pant. Don't put it to touch you, to touch your vulva or any part of you. Put it on your pant, outside your pant. That way when you take off your dress, you smell like orange. You don't smell any dry, dirty or sweaty or menstrual blood. You won't smell like that, but you will smell like orange. Then remember that you always have to have something like a spray bottle if you're going to work. Let's say you have you go to work and you know that you have to keep changing your pad. That way you don't have any blood that is just sitting in there. You change your pad like hourly so that you will feel clean and dry. You need something like this each time you go to change your pad. You need something like this. This is a spray bottle that you put water inside, and when you go there, you just simply press it. Water comes out of here and it's going to rinse your vulva, rinse your I'm showing water on me. You rinse your vulva, you rinse your bulb, go right behind, put it behind and wash it. Or if you can pass it through, you wash it and wash the back, because blood goes up to your crack and stays in there. Use your panty, use your, how do they call this thing, feminine wipes, to dry yourself up. Then you change your pad. That way, even if you're in the office, even if you're in a club or party, you know that you keep changing and you will smell good and you will be clean. Remember to always dispose of it. If you're out of your house, have a little bag that you will put those your used ones inside and put in your handbag. Now when you're doing that, you put camphor. Camphor smells good. There's something like camphor you can just dump in your bag, or you have a scented essential oil. I will use essential oil because I know that I just like my things to smell different. So you put essential oils in there. No scent, no smell will come out, no odor will come out, but a scent will be coming out. So people will not even understand that you have that, or you can dump it in the trash. Then when your menses is done, remember that you need scrubs. Always when you're bathing, remember to scrub your back, your butt. The crack always has to be scrubbed too. Scrub your vulva, wash it with some, mild soap, no scented soap, because it's going to irritate you. Use it to clean up and dry up always. If you are not dry down there, the scents will be, those odors will come out. Remember to also drink lots of water, eat lots of pineapples, and then focus on your face. If you are someone who has acne during menstruation, you have to use something like this. This is tea tree oil. Before your menses starts, you always know. So you buy tea tree oil and you start putting on your face. If you're a person, because I have acne troubled skin, so I always have this because I want to put it before those things start bumping up and giving me all those dark spots that would mess up your face. If you don't want that, you have to always prepare beforehand. That way you are prepared before the thing starts to mess you up. After your menstruation, always use panty liners, because sometimes your blood can end up, like it can end on Friday and then you think that it's over. On Saturday that thing can still come out. So you have a panty liner. That way, if any little blood has to drop out or any little thing has to come out again, it's falling on your panty liner. That way it's not messing you up in any way. You're always smelling good, you're always clean and dry. Always use your big pants. Don't use little string pants or little pants, because that is how the pad will not sit well and it will start messing your clothes up or messing your pants up. So use bigger pants when you are menstruating. That way you keep your pads in place. So those of you who don't have money like me, when I was in Africa, I didn't have any money when I was younger. I used to use towels. That's what our parents would give to us. They will cut towels and give us to use. If you are that kind of person, you have to have a little bucket that you know that when you remove your pad, you are putting the pad inside that bucket. Change the water twice. Immediately you put it in the water, shake it and throw. Put another water, shake it and throw. Then you steep it in there. Put some little omo in it, and when your stuff, where you keep your stuff, put camphor around the place. That way it keeps it smelling good and nice. And always iron it so that you don't get any infections when you are to use it all over. I will also say again to you parents, remember to teach your children, your younger girl children, how to take care of themselves. I was having a problem when I was younger, where I even ended up using my friend's pad, where because my mom, she taught me everything, but she was reluctant. And many of African mothers don't want to tell their children because they are scared to talk sexually with their children. But when my own menstruation started, I ended up going up to my friend, and she gave me a towel that she had already used, and I used it because I didn't even know what menstruation was all about. So when you tell your children beforehand, when it comes, it doesn't come like a stigma. They will remember that, oh, my mama told me about it, so I know how to care for myself. But if you don't tell them and it takes them unawares, then they start feeling shy. They start living with it as a stigma. They start breaking down when they see it. If someone has to talk talk them about, oh, you're menstruating, this is so bad, she will feel bad and so broken. But if you make her understand what menstruation is, then when it comes, she accepts it and knows that, yes, this is something that I've got to live with. So nobody should ever make you feel like, even if you go out of your house or you are in school, if you're a young girl and you happen to have an accident where blood has to, maybe you get up and you see blood on the chair, it is okay. Just kindly ask someone to give you something to cover. Don't feel shy at any time. You have to accept who you are as a woman and never feel shy because you are menstruating. Menstruation is a blessing. That is what makes you a mother. I'll stop here today. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you love this video, and share it if you please. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And I love you all. Happy Mother's Day again. Bye bye.